Again, everyone. I don't know about you, but I'm a great one for watching these programs where people renovate properties or furniture or this kind of stuff. And I found this YouTube channel where a family from the north of England bought a chateau in France. And they've been there for about 3 years now. And this family is the most hard-working bunch of people I think I've ever come across. They seem to overcome every obstacle with a smile. It's called Escape to the Dream, renovating the chateau or restoring it or something like that. But this family from the northeast, wonderful. There's a chap and his partner, the chap's mum and his nephew. They've renovated a cottage. They've renovated lots and lots of this chateau so far. And one of the things they used for this renovation, there's loads and loads and loads of panelling in the chateau and all the old furniture. They use a special furniture wax from a company called Gilboys. Well, it looks so good. I sent to Gilboys myself for some of this polish to do my my bedroom furniture that I bought in France some years ago. And this little thing came in the pack with the polish. Sunflower seeds for you and the bees. And inside here is a little packet of seeds. Well, I thought this would be perfect to give to Cleo, my granddaughter. She often has grown sunflowers, so they've got a beautiful garden. So I thought I would make her a card, pop this into the package and send it to her through the post. I know little kids love to have letters, don't they? So this is for Cleo. So I've got a sunflower set here. This is another global set, and it comes with stamps and dies and stencils. Here are the stencils. Now, these stencils can be 1 or 2 step stencils. So here is the plant, and to the right of it is the veining for that plant. Here are the leaves, and there's the veining. And here are the backgrounds for the bees, and that's just an extra bit of stem, I believe. So there's 2 different sunflower heads, 2 different corresponding sunflower middles, and these are just kind of shading that go around the bottom of where the seeds are, in fact, in the sunflower. So what I thought I would do is a 5x7, because they're quite big items. I thought I would do a 5x7 card, which is here. I have cut out so far 1 stem, 1 flower, and 1 bee. Not sure which way it's going, but we'll see. And I wondered what to do as a sort of a backdrop, and I remembered I had bought some, I think these are Presscut dies. They actually come with a little surround, if I can get this off, a little surround like this. So you can either have it just like an open work front to your card, or you can add this secondary die and it'll cut out a whole panel. That is what I did with this, except I used a larger surrounding die. And I just thought that would be a nice background for Cleo's sunflower. They've got all sorts of trellis and goodness knows what in their garden. So I just thought that would look just plain white, all the rest of it. And we can put the sunflower on here like this, superimposed on the top, and maybe a little bee up there. So that's kind of the idea. So I intend doing a similar sort of process to what I've done with the ginkgo leaves and the butterflies. So I need my sticky mat. This is one that I made myself. I will I've got that flower out. I haven't got this. Well, I'll get that and the thing later. I'll put them behind me for a moment. Right, that's behind me. That's behind me. The first thing I want to do, I don't think I need my dies for a moment. Let me put those away. I don't want to lose it. They didn't obviously come on magnetic sheets. They came all joined together. But these dies are so easy to separate. They've got like a little narrow bit where you can just bend it and they come apart. Brilliant. I really love them. Anyway, first thing I'm going to do is to colour my flower. And for that, I want to use my sticky mat. This is just a piece of packaging, acetate packaging, that I sprayed with my Crafter's Companion stick and spray. It's not a permanent adhesive, it's a temporary one, what they call a repositionable. Too many syllables for this time in the morning. Anyway, there's my sunflower top. Now I'm going to get the stencil, which is here, and there should be, when this is inked, a very tiny white border around the edge of the stencil. So it's important that you just take a little bit of time to get the stencil placed so that that is an even border all the way around. Okay, and stick down. Now, I'm only going to use 2 colours of ink in there for the petals. And I have chosen, I've looked at my chart to see which ones I wanted. And obviously, I wanted something really bright. And I've chosen mustard seed and scattered straw for the edges. So those are the 2 I'm going to use. So, first of all, I think I'll put some mustard seed on. Got my little brushes, but I'm only going to put it for the minute in the middle. Okay. Nice bit of the strength of colour. Right. Next, I'm going to put the scattered straw around the outside. Scattered straw. Just blending slightly. Now, because the veining that I used in the butterfly one, I wasn't too keen on because I thought it was, I don't know, a bit harsh somehow. And I finished up using some luscious powder instead. So I'm just adding a bit more of the deeper one in the middle there. Okay. As I said, I ended up adding some luscious powder. But the thing is, I want to be able to stamp this flower afterwards. The problem being, I can't stamp easily over luscious powder. It doesn't take the stamp. It doesn't take the stamping. If we look at the picture here, oh, this is the one, you can see there's a lot of stamping in the centre. So if I were to put a load of luscious powder in the centre of here, through this, can you see this one here? It's got a big thing. If I were to put that in the middle, when I come to stamp this, that wouldn't be clear at all. The bits that go up the outside like this, there are lots of gaps there, so I could use some of that quite happily and still be able to stamp afterwards. So that's what I'm going to try. This is just previous experience for me, realising that I can't stamp on luscious powder. So first things first, I'm going to lift this up and we should be able to see that narrow border all the way round. There you go, do you see? Even all the way round. Now I'm going to move this over and try and put this in its correct position. And where are we? It's not kind of an exact fit, so we just need to jiggle a little bit and make sure it's, whoops, I see a bit of white there, I don't want that. Okay, let's put it there. Now, the other day I got some blue cast of Luscious powder. This one, it looks the same, but this one is gold. So what I want to do is put this around the edge there, but not in the centre. So I'm going to try. I have got a soft brush here. I don't know where this was from. It looks well used, doesn't it? So I'm just going to put a little of this Luscious powder around the veining, just around the edge. There we go. Not in the middle. Now, let's take off our stencil. I don't know if you can see this, but I'll just hold it up to the... Can you see? It's just giving a nice little sheen. So the next thing I want to do is this. I have made a jig, and a jig is simply a piece... I'll take it out to show you. It's a piece of fairly thick card. This is about 300 GSM, I would think. It's getting a bit... got dirty fingers. About 300 GSM, and I've just cut out each of the die shapes so that when I want to stamp onto them, I can pop this into my MISTI, right into the corner, on a sticky mat. This is to keep the sticky mat down. The sticky mat is holding the jig down, but this is to keep the sticky mat from moving. So I'm going to pop that in there as well. Now, what I've done previously is to pop this into the hole and then lift it with the lid. But it's quite hard to see exactly where those edges are on a white background. If I had a black sticky mat, I'd probably find it a bit more easy. But what I'm going to do is this. Hopefully, I'll be able to see the yellow through the stamp a little more easily. So I'm going to try and place this. The only trouble is some of that Luscious is going to get on the stamp. I'm going to have to make sure I clean the stamp before I ink it. Okay, let's see if I can get this accurately over the... I'm going to have a look. Hope my head doesn't get in the way too much. It is quite a tricky operation when you're using a light colour. I think that might be all right. So now I'm going to pick up the stamp. And some has transferred, as you can see. So now I'm going to clean it. Right. And now I'm going to dry it a little bit, just with a piece of paper towel. Okay, now I'm going to ink it. I have chosen, I don't know if this is going to work or not, I've chosen a Stampin' Up ink pad. This is early Espresso brown. There we go. Let's just ink this up and see how we go. Lovely, isn't that delicate? Don't you think? I think that's beautiful. Okay. May have to do it again. And I don't know how close I've got to the top. Not particularly in a good place, but it's pretty, isn't it? Do you agree? And that in the middle has stamped beautifully because I have made sure I didn't put any Luscious powder there. The bits that go over, they're sort of just intermittent, really. But I haven't got a very, very good alignment there, I'm afraid. I couldn't see. I think I have to get my head right under the camera to be able to do it. So I may try another one before I put it on the card, but I'm going to press on now and have a go with the leaves. Okay, we'll take that out. As I say, I may well do another one of those because I'm not incredibly happy with the alignment. I'm very happy with the effect. I think the effect is just what I was after, but the alignment is not, you know, top notch. So I just pop this away for a minute. I'll give that another little wipe. I think probably next time I could take the deeper colour, the mustard, just a bit further out towards the edges. So we will see, we will see. Okay, I'll pop this away for a minute because what I'm going to do is the leaves. So here we go again, starting off with the stencil and the die cut. Here's the stencil, it's numbered number 3. I'm going to put it onto my sticky mat. There's the leaf. Here's the stencil. Get it right in a minute. It's probably right in the first place. Now, what I'm checking for now is the position to see if I've got that little border all the way round. It is hard to... Right, and what I'm going to colour this one with is peeled paint. And I'm only going to use the one colour. I'm going to use the one colour for the leaf background, and I'm going to use the same one for the veining, but it'll look darker because it's an extra layer. So let's have a go with this one. I haven't got a peeled paint brush out, so let's just look for one. Where is peeled paint? Mowed lawn, peeled paint, here it is. Right. Looking at this, I've changed my mind and I'm going to use an extra colour to give a bit of shading on one side of those. So what are we going to use for shading? Peeled paint is what I was just using. So I think I'll go to Rusty Wilderness. Let me get some rustic Wilderness. So here's my Rustic Wilderness. So I need the brush for Rustic Wilderness, which is in here somewhere. Oh dear. There it is. I don't have room to keep these all separate, sadly, so they'd all get bundled in. I've got blues and greens together, I've got oranges and reds together, and then the rest is in another drawer, so I'm afraid it's all a little bit hit and miss, really. I actually prefer colouring stencils like this to actually using layering stencils, because what I don't like about the layering stencils is the harsh edge of the detail. So, right, where did I put my... Oh, I was looking for my stencil. It's on top of the thing. Right, there we go. Now we put this one. See if I can get this one in a suitable place. About there. It's hard. Imagine trying to do this without a sticky mat. It would be really difficult. I'm going to use the peeled paint again. Let's just see how we go on. Here's the peeled paint. See, I changed my mind as it was halfway through, didn't I? Don't know what this is going to look like. Let's see. I don't like that. I'm going to put the Rustic Wilderness over the top of it, if I can find it, the place again. think that's it. Let's try Rustic Wilderness instead. That's better. That is better, isn't it? Wouldn't you agree? Okay, right. The next thing is the stamping of this. So here is my stamp, and I'm going to use the same brown ink. There we go. And what I've done with this is I've just put a couple of pieces of tape on the back of this. It just helps to keep the two bits together. I'm often losing a backing sheet or something because, I don't know, it's gone AWOL. So here we go. Let's try again. We will put this into its jig. I'm going to turn it round. I would like to look at it the right way up. Let's just turn this around. Put that into the corner. Put this into the corner. Pop on my magnet. And here is my die cut. Let's put that in there. I'm going to try and put the stamp in the right place over the die cut. I hope that's all right. Let's just see. It's difficult to see. We'll try. I may have been better just popping it into the gap like I did before, but I was thinking by trying to match up with the actual colour, it would be better, but that one obviously wasn't, so I may do that one again. We'll see. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Quite like that. Oh, that was a success anyway. So, that's lovely. I'm going to give it a bit of a hand to get it up. There we go. Sticky mat's doing its job, isn't it? There we go. That is lovely, isn't it? The two colours did work on there. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to clean that and put that back. Let's just have a look at this. What I think I may do is I'd like to just tuck that into one of their, something like that. The stem needs to go and look as if it's going to the middle of where it's attached. If you put it on kind of like this, it would look a bit odd because that's going straight and that's not in the middle. So all we need now is a little bee. I believe I did cut one out. Here's one. Let me just see. I don't know which one this is. I think it's that one. Let's just have a look and see. Was that one? Yep, that's that one. So we'll start the whole process again, and start off with the stencil, which is, haven't I got one for him? Is that him? Yes. Do you know what I'm just wondering? Whether, oh no, it's not, it's a different shape. There isn't one for that one, I don't think. It's not on there, is it? It's not on here. So, okay, let's do this. Sticky mat, die cut, stencil. But do you know what? I want to do this yellow, but I don't want the wing yellow. The wings aren't yellow, are they? Don't like that. So what I will do is this. I'll just get a bit of tape and I'll do this. Just want to try and bend it a bit so it's not an absolute straight line. There we go. Right, don't want to lose that. Now I will just do my deepest colour. Is that mustard seed? Yes. Mustard seed, here we go. Okay. Well, there he is, just his body is yellow. All right, now we'll put him into the jig. Trying to get organised. Right, here's my jig. We'll take a look at which is the one. It's that one, isn't it? Let's put him up in this corner here so I can lift this up. There we go. Here's my little stamp. I think I'm going to try just putting it into the hole like I did the first time. That's what I've always done. I tried it though with the sunflower, and it didn't really work. That's better. Let's have it there. Okay. Now we'll put him back in. Now we'll ink it up. This hasn't been inked before. Don't know if this is going to have worked. Oh, that's quite good, isn't it? But we've got a yellow wing this side. Perhaps I should have done. Have to wait until it's dry. Could look like reflection through, couldn't it? We tell ourselves. Okay. When that's dry, I'll be able to put a bit more colour on that, I think. All right, well, I think we're nearly there. So, a little present for Cleo, a bunch of seeds, a sunflower, and a little bee. So, whether I put a name on it, I may put a name up there. But what I will do, I am going to have another go at the sunflower just to see if can you see it clearly? I just want to see if I can get the stamping aligned slightly better with the stenciling. Although it looks absolutely spot on there, doesn't it? Perhaps it won't get any better. I'll try it again. And see. And then we will just pop that on there. But I'm very pleased with the leaves. I think they've done well. I thought I was only going to use one colour, but two worked a lot better. So, as ever, thank you so much for joining me. I do hope that you will subscribe to my channel and give it a like, and come back and see me next time. So thanks so much for watching.